The afternoon of May 13th, 1981 began like any other Wednesday at ABC News. Anchors prepared for the evening broadcast, producers shuffled through the day's stories, and newsrooms across America hummed with their usual rhythm. Then, at 5:19 p.m. Rome time, everything stopped. We interrupt this program for an ABC News special report. Those words cut through soap operas and game shows across the nation. Frank Reynolds, his voice steady but urgent, delivered the news that would shake the world. Pope John Paul II had been shot in St. Peter's Square. In an era before the internet, before social media, before smartphones, this was how America learned that the unthinkable had happened. The images that followed were grainy, distant, yet devastating. The white-robed figure of the Pope crumpling in his open-air vehicle, the chaos of the crowd, the desperate rush to Gemelli Hospital. ABC's cameras had not been there when the shots rang out, but within hours, the network mobilized every resource to bring this story home to millions of stunned viewers. Throughout that long Wednesday afternoon and into the evening, ABC News remained on the air. Regular programming vanished. Frank Reynolds, Peter Jennings, and Max Robinson, the groundbreaking three-anchor team of World News Tonight, guided Americans through the fog of confusion and fear. Was the Pope alive? Who was responsible? Would he survive? The coverage was raw and real in ways that feel almost impossible to recapture today. There were long pauses as correspondents waited for confirmation. There were moments of visible emotion from seasoned journalists who understood they were witnessing history. There was no Twitter to check, no instant updates from 1,000 sources. There was only the anchor's voice, the correspondent's report, and the agonizing wait for the next piece of information. ABC's Rome bureau worked through the night, piecing together the story. A young Turkish man named Mehmet Ali Aça had fired 4 shots at point-blank range. 2 bullets had struck the Pope in the abdomen. His condition was critical. The world held its breath. As evening turned to night in America, ABC News remained the lifeline, connecting anxious Catholics, concerned citizens, and stunned observers to the drama unfolding in Rome. The network's commitment to staying on air, to providing context and comfort during those uncertain hours, represented broadcast journalism at its finest. We remember those who sat glued to their television sets that day, parents calling children home from play, families gathering in living rooms, priests and parishioners flooding churches to pray. ABC News was there, in those rooms, a calm presence amid the storm. The Pope would survive, of course, though that wasn't certain in those first terrifying hours. He would forgive his would-be assassin in one of the most profound acts of mercy the modern world has witnessed. But on that May afternoon, none of that was known. There was only the breaking news, the special reports, and the voices of ABC News journalists doing what they did best, bearing witness to history. In an age of 24-hour news cycles and infinite information streams, it's worth remembering those moments when the news truly stopped the nation, when 3 network anchors could reach nearly every American household, when we interrupt this program meant something extraordinary and terrible had happened. May 13th, 1981 was one of those days. ABC News was there, and through their cameras and correspondents, so were we all, together, watching, waiting, and praying for a pope who would live to forgive the man who tried to kill him.